what you want the person that you're tricking to believe is that you can turn their card the other way around to the way the cards are facing. So, for example, say you picked the Queen of Diamonds. That would be the only card turned around in the whole pack. And that's what you're trying to achieve, and that's what you're trying to get them to believe, that you can do that, like, just through powers, I guess. And it's very simple. It just takes like a few minutes just to learn it. And this is the trick. This is how you do it. Oh, I stopped the camera then. So what you're gonna say you like pick a card, any card you want, and let's say they pick this one, the Three of Clubs. The Three of Clubs. They're gonna take that card and they're gonna like show it to their friends. And while they're showing it to their friends and showing it to themselves, if you're doing it individually, they'll be just looking at it. Just say focus on that card. And while they're doing that, you're gonna turn this around. You're gonna turn the back card of the pack around so it's facing this way. And you're just gonna turn it around so it looks like that card is the front card of the pack and all the rest of the cards are facing this way. So then you say, have you looked at it, have you shown it your friends, don't show me, and just put it anywhere you want in the middle of this pack, or put it anywhere you want in this pack, and they'll just put it in this pack anywhere. And what they've done there, without them knowing, they've actually put the card in the other way around to where it should be going. So now their card, wherever it is, their card's facing the other way to the rest of the cards. And once they put it in, you've got to somehow, without them seeing, but you can do it very easily without them seeing, they just don't really take much notice or ask anything. You just turn the back card round like that, and just turn it back round. And now all the cards are facing the right way apart from their card. And you say, okay, I'm going to turn your card around in the pack and you're going to need to help me. And you say, tap the pack, like put your hand on the pack with me, and think of your card turn around in the pack. And this sort of brings the effect that their card is now turning around in the pack even though they've already done it themselves. So say I'll put my hand, they'll put their hand on it, and just say think of your card flipping around, and just say, did you feel that? Did you feel the magic? I did. Don't say that, that's really cheesy. Just say like just say, okay, you can move your hand now, and say your card, if this has gone right, should be facing the other way in the pack. And there you go. That is the only card in the whole pack turned around. And you say, that's your card. And I say, yeah, wow, how did you do that? Blah blah blah. So yeah, it's a very easy trick to do, and it can be very effective. If you're gonna do this, I would recommend perfecting it so that you can turn the back card round quickly without them seeing it, and you can do all that sort of, and then turn it in the background without them seeing it, or doing it so slickly that they don't know you've done it. Most people sometimes see that you've turned it around, but they don't take much notice that you've done it, and they don't really see you sort of switching around so this is the front card. They don't really see it, they don't take much notice of it, especially when you give them the card. They're more focused on their card and showing other people around them and trying not to get you to see it, so they're not really looking at you, they're looking at the card and making sure it's not facing towards you. So that's how it works.
So what I have here is a normal deck. All different cards except for the top 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. The top 4 cards are the 4 jacks. And these 4 jacks, they can do a trick. They can jump to different places in the deck. And that's why this trick is called the jumping jack trick. So, top card, bottom card, dribble the cards right on top, and without doing anything, the jack jumps to the top. So I can do the same thing here. Drop it on, the jack jumps to the bottom. Here, take the jack, put it face up into the middle of the deck, the jack jumps to the top, last but not least, Jack face down in the middle of the deck, and the Jack jumps over, flipping it face up. So here's how this trick's done. You have the deck, and you take out the 4 Jacks, and then what you're going to want to do is take out one more card. It doesn't matter what card this is, but you just want to have one extra card. So you have the 4 Jacks, you stack them up in any order, but it's actually better to do the 2 red and the 2 black, and then you put these 4 Jacks on the top of the deck. And then you have one more card, just an extra card, you put that on top of all of it. So when you're going to do the trick, you have the deck prepared like this, and you say, I have a normal deck besides the fact that I have the 4 Jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4 Jacks, and then it's really only 3 Jacks, but you're going to slide off a 5th, and then stack them all together, having a pinky break. After you do this, you're going to flip them off, and you can either do it like this. This is probably the safest way to do it, hiding the last card. Or you could do it like this, which I think makes it look nicer. But you just want to be aware that you have the 7 or whatever card you're using underneath the last Jack. So just be careful. So you say, alright, so I've got the 4 Jacks, and I'm going to lay these out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you want to be sure that you don't let the spectator sneak a peek of this card. These cards really don't matter, but the first one you lay out, because that's not a Jack. Alright, so now before you do anything, I like to show the spectator that I have nothing on the top. I should say no Jacks on the top, and no Jacks on the bottom. To do this, I have a double lift, because the top card actually is a Jack. So I just do a double lift, show the top card. To do a double lift, you just pick up 2 cards, and you have break. So you just flip over the card, and you show no cards, no Jacks top or bottom. So basically you're all set up for the trick now, because you just put it on. You see the Jack magically pops to the top. Put the Jack on the top, and then there's already Jack on the bottom, so you say it jumps to the bottom. You flip a card over. Alright, so now what you're going to do is you're just going to flip it over and put it in the middle of the deck. And that's Jack that's going to flip itself over at the end, supposedly. So you've got Jack on the top that flips itself over, and now the last card, you don't show them. You slide it in face down, and because the last card you put in, it's already face up, you've got a card face up.